This is the module that turns a counter into a restaurant. Tables gives every table its own open check. You seat guests, send rounds to the kitchen, and charge at the end. In the next few minutes, we'll start from a shop that has no table service at all. Switch it on, draw a floor plan from scratch, and then run a real dinner service, meeting every setting of the module exactly where it shows up on screen. By the end, you can run a floor. Here's Heron Coffee, a cafe that rings up drinks at the counter and has never seated anyone. Open its tables module. Everything about the floor lives here, and it all hangs off one switch. Enable table service. Flip it. That's the whole migration. The cafe is now a table service shop. Below it, number of tables. How many tables the floor shows. You don't need to draw anything yet. The counter will give you a numbered grid on its own. Jump into the running cafe. The sidebar has a new Tables tab, and there's the floor. A clean numbered grid, 1 square per table, sized so as many fit per row as your screen allows. This is the zero setup floor. It works exactly like a drawn room, just without the drawing. Tap a table and it opens a check. The legend at the bottom is the color language will meet properly at the bistro. Plenty of cafes never need more than this. But your cafe isn't a grid. It has a window row, a bar, that plant nobody waters. So let's draw it. Back in the module, Draw Floor Plan opens the editor, a canvas of your room. From the palette, add tables. Square ones, round ones, a long one for groups. Add the bar. Add the plant, why not? Drag things to where they really stand. You can even paint a zone. This one's the patio. And resize the whole room if your place is bigger. Nothing here is required. Every piece is optional. Save and close, and the plan takes over from the grid. And now the running cafe again. The grid is gone. That's your room. The tables sit where you put them. The bar is decor. The patio zone is labeled. And every table is the same live button it was on the grid. Tap 1. The same open table dialog, with quick buttons for the party size. Same rules, same colors, same everything. The plan only changes what the floor looks like, never how it works. Now the deep end. Heron Bistro, a full restaurant, and the settings that keep a busy floor honest. Return to floor view. After a minute without a touch, the terminal goes back to the floor and lets go of the current waiter, so nobody works inside someone else's table by accident. Flag is neglected. A seated table nobody has touched for this long turns red, so no party gets forgotten. Guard other servers' tables. Asks for a confirmation before you open a colleague's check. And require staff PIN can make every action signed. Auto only bothers asking when more than one person has a PIN. None of this is busy work. Each rule exists because a real floor gets messy. To the floor. A couple sits at table 5. Tap. 2 guests with 1 quick button. Open. The check offers seats. Shared. Seat 1. Seat 2. Seat 1 orders the ribeye, and the kitchen's questions come up on their own. Medium rare. Mashed potatoes. Seat 2. The salmon. The house wine goes to shared, for the middle of the table. Notice the check. Every line wears a seat chip. And 2 settings you saw in the module are at work right here. Merge repeated items decides whether 2 coffees stack into 1 line or stay separate. And print kitchen ticket fires the printer when you hit send. Send to kitchen. The round is on the line. Where did that round go? The module's kitchen section sets 2 clocks. A cooking ticket turns amber after 8 minutes, getting late, and red after 15, too long. Now the kitchen screen itself. There's table 5, A live ticket. Its timer already running. Every modifier spelled out. The steak's temperature, the wine by the glass. The cook bumps each plate as it leaves, or clears the ticket in one tap. Bump it. And the moment the kitchen bumps, the table on the floor turns amber. Plates ready to run. Back on the floor. Read the room by color. The legend under the plan is the whole language. Gray is free. Green is seated and healthy. Amber, there's table 5 right now, means the kitchen has plates up. Red is a table that needs attention. Neglected too long, or behind the pacing timers you set in the module. Blue is paid but still occupied. Purple, table 6, is held for a reservation coming up. Reservations get their own screen, and their settings live next door in the Appointments and Reservations module. And slate is a table taken out of service. One glance at the room tells you where to walk next. Time to settle table 5. Open it, mark the round delivered, and charge. A tip for Camille, 20%, then cash. Look at the printed check. Because separate the check by seat is on in the module, it groups seat 1, seat 2, and shared, each with a subtotal. Everyone sees exactly who ordered what. And now the module's most honest setting. Hold paid tables. The table does not vanish when the money lands. It turns blue. Paid, still occupied. Because the guests are finishing their wine, and seating a new party on top of them would be chaos. Only when they actually leave does one tap. Clear table. Set it free. Paying is not leaving, and the floor knows the difference. One more state every real room needs. Table 3 has a wobbly leg tonight. Tap it. And instead of seating guests, block it for maintenance, with a reason. Slate on the floor, a wrench on the tile, and it simply cannot be seated until someone taps it again and unblocks it. Broken table, reserved for staff table, still being cleaned table. The floor tells the truth about all of them. And none of this lives on one screen. The module's last promise is multi-device. The same floor syncs to every waiter's phone and the kitchen tablet. Share the links from deploy, no install. Staff sign in with a PIN. Here's that same room in a waiter's pocket. Table 3 blocked. The same colors, the same checks. Open, send, bump, or charge on any device, and the others follow within a second or two. One floor, everywhere. That's the whole module. One switch turns table service on. The floor is a numbered grid until you draw your real room. Tables, bar, zones, all optional. The house rules keep a busy night honest. Auto return, neglect flags, server guards, signed actions. Seats ring the order. The kitchen clock keeps the line moving. And the colors tell you the truth, including blue for paid but still here and slate for out of service. Every demo is free to open, break, and reset. Go draw your room.